I'm a city girl in Montreal, and I'm doing a quest to learn about trees and plants. I've been surprised that many of the plants I've learned about so far aren't native to North America. So I made it a goal to learn about some Canadian plants. To do this, I went to the First Nations garden in the Montreal Botanical Gardens. I was over the moon. I filmed plant after plant. I didn't know anything about these plants, but I want to. So this is what I'm doing for this video. I'm going to edit the footage that I shot, and then afterwards, I'm going to try to say as many interesting facts about these plants as I have footage. So, are you ready for a little Oh Canada? Let's go!
City girl, learning about trees and plants.
Sugar maple is the first one. It is famous. It's the leaf of our Canadian flag. It makes maple syrup. And
There's a striped maple.
that's all. No, we're on to striped maple.
These look like dinosaur claws from the land before time.
This one has little stripes on the bark, especially when it's like a young tree. It doesn't grow very tall, so like the animals like to eat it. It's sort of an understory tree. We have the American beech. Oh, I like this one because of the leaves. Look at those leaves. Those are so gorgeous. The American beech, I thought it was just like a little shrubby thing, but actually it becomes a huge tree, and the bark is super smooth, which is like people like would carve their names in it because it has this really nice smooth bark. They don't drop. Oh no, that's gone. Okay, now we have the paper birch. This one is, everyone knows this one. It's the very fancy one, the birch tree that you can peel off the bark. And people made lots of things out of it. First Nations people made canoes and containers. And they also have really pretty leaves. Look at those. What else? Oh, my goodness. It's a provincial tree of Saskatchewan. And it the bark is... it's a good fire starter. Oh, this is gray birch. This is the sad cousin of the paper birch. It's very gray. You can kind of tell the difference because it doesn't peel as much as the paper birch. They have leaves like poplar trees that flutter in the wind, which is kind of cute. They have a bit of a longer, pointier tip on them. And they are a pioneer species. So is paper birch. They come up after a fire. And they apparently don't get as big as the other ones. Fern. I took a video of this one because I'm like, yes, I see these everywhere, but actually there's lots of ferns. There's like 300, 400 species of fern. So you have to be an expert to know things about ferns. But ferns reproduce by spores. They have those little tiny spores on the bottom of their underside of their leaf. And those things, I thought they were bugs, but actually they are spores, which I thought was kind of interesting. Wow. Oh, okay. Now we're on to, what's this one? The Balsam Fir. This is a popular Christmas tree, a big export for Quebec. The needles are flat, especially in the shade, because it helps them get the sunlight. And they smell super nice. And actually, the bark has these blisters that if you pop them, they spurt out this resin. I always thought it was sap, but apparently it's called resin. And it's this really sticky stuff, and it smells nice. And once I was playing a trick on my mom, and I put resin on her armpits. And anyways. Okay, next we have sweet fern. Sweet fern you can use to make tea. I learned that in my survival class. And it smells nice. Okay, I took a video of this one, wild sarsaparilla, because it made me think of like a country movie with the sarsaparilla. So I think I got it a little confused, but maybe I didn't, because you can use these roots that has like a spicy tasting root as like a substitute for the real sarsaparilla. It's not the same thing. Okay, common Labrador tea. First Nations people used to use it as like a tonic for health issues. And then when the Europeans came, they used it as a tea. They would use it to extend the life of their black teas. But it can be toxic if you drink too much. So all the websites are like, don't drink too much of this stuff. It's not good for you. Okay, this one, I couldn't find very many interesting facts, but I love the name Canada Pussytoes. I mean, look at that. I guess they look like little toes of little pussycats. And they're good for pollinators, like them. The butterflies, the bees, they go right after those. They come right up in the spring, and the pollinators are a big fan. And they have the cutest name ever, Pussytoes. I mean, come on. I'm going to plant them just so I could say, hey, look, these are my Pussytoes. Eastern white pine, beloved by loggers, and now only 1% of old-growth forests remain. They used to grow really tall, like 70 meters, but now they're more like growing around 50 meters, and they look so fluffy. You just kind of want to pet them. And the needles have lots of vitamin C. Okay, this is an interesting one. Tamerack. I have seen these trees around, and I like the look of them. They kind of remind me of fireworks. And now I know the name is Tamerack. It's a species of larch, and they like cold weather and bogs. People have used them for bonsai trees. And these ones, the needles, they drop in the fall. So they turn golden, and then they drop in the fall. So they're like deciduous needly trees. And the wood is rot resistant. So people use them for boats and stuff like that. Blue vervain. Okay, this one attracts pollinators. The interesting fact of this one I found was that it was one of the most widespread plants native to North America. It's in 48 states and most provinces. And look at those beautiful bluish, purpley flowers. And of course, big fan for pollinators, and birds will eat the little tiny seeds as well. So there we go. It was interesting researching plants that come from where I live and learning about how their history and how they've been used. And I feel like it's just good to be aware of it. I don't know if I'll be able to recognize them. Like, for example, the Pussytoes, I don't think I'd be able to point them out. But now that I know that it exists, maybe it'll be in my brain if I ever hear about it, or if I ever, maybe that could be. Anyways, I think it's kind of an interesting project So as usual, I'm not a plant expert. I'm just trying to learn, and I find this is really a fun way to learn about plants and push myself to do a little research. So if I get anything wrong, please yell at me in the comments. Let me know, because I want to learn, and I can only learn if people yell at me. So do that. And I hope you enjoy just having a little peek into some Canadian, North American plants. Please, thank you for watching, and check out some of my other videos.
Say hi. Just passing by.